This is spiritual insight messages. And I've come to give you a reading tonight from Spirit. I have it, so when a selected few of y'all come on here, I will do it. All right. These messages may or may not apply to you. Okay. So this is a galaxy reading slash what's in your energy. Okay. So we're going to find that out. But first, hit that like button, subscribe. I do appreciate it. This is going to be a very interesting reading. Okay. So if you know your birth chart, this would be a good reading for you. All right. If you don't know and you have to come back and look at it, this is a timeless reading, you would be able to do just that. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to discuss in this reading is what maiden are you and what deacon are you? So for those of you all don't know that there are 3 parts of Virgo sign. And I'm not talking about the Lego Virgo. No. I'm talking about the deacons. For those of y'all that don't know which deacon you are, you may be the first deacon, you may be in the second deacon, you may be in the third deacon. Okay, so the first deacon is between the very first of Virgo, which is the August the 23rd through September the 2nd. That is ruled by Mercury. Excuse me. That is ruled by Mercury and Virgo. All right, which is you. So if your Mercury sign is Virgo, or you're in Mercury instead of Venus, then you may be a first deacon. And it's DECAN, not ON. Deacon is when you're in the church. Deacon is different. Okay. So the second deacon is ruled by Capricorn, which is Saturn, and Mercury, which is Virgo. Okay. So that is September 3rd through September the 12th. So if you are a Virgo in Deacon 2, that is for you. Third Deacon birthday is 9/13 through 9/22. That is ruled by Venus and Mercury, which is Taurus and Virgo. All right. So those are the signs. You may feel like yourself be going through some things that the Capricorn be going through. If you do need, I'm finna go through the process of what moon sign and Virgo. So, hey, Andrea. All right. So let me show you all what we're doing. I hope you can see it. If not, I'm going to try to go into it a little bit more. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to try to show you your planets. Okay. Hey, Andrea. All right. So we have. All right. I just named you the deacon planets. Okay. As they turn the colors, this would be first deacon. Okay. So if you know your deacon sign, there are 2 that will be the changing faster than I'm speaking. Okay. That is the second deacon sign as well. Okay. So you have the blue right here, which is the third deacon sign. That is that is the Venus and Mercury. So if you see that, that is Venus and Mercury sign. Okay. Okay, so then you also have, if you see it turning, it's red and pink and blue. That is Saturn and Capricorn and Mercury in Virgo. Okay. It is a third one that is like a little teal green. That would be Taurus coming into that, but that is right there. It would be a full-fledged Mercury by itself, which is full Virgo. So those were the planets. These are the planets that will continue to shine throughout the night on the 25th. Okay, so you see the yellow. All right, so I'm gonna come back down and give you all, I don't know if you can see it, the changing colors like right now, so that you can see. I can give you a little light texture. See that? Because it'll turn on my hands. You see it? Okay. So these are the planets, and they change on that particular timing. I will do it again before we end. All right. Also, I'm going to go over the maidens. Okay, so there are 3 maidens. There are maidens 1, 3 stages of Virgo. Maiden, and then you have dark maiden, which is kind of like your changes of your mood swing, who you're becoming, and things of that nature. Hey, Dave. All right, and then we have we have maiden, dark maiden, and queen. Queen is the final status of yeah. So hey, Linda. All right, so let's talk about your maiden. So the maiden is the first part of Virgo, okay? And what that does is when you're in Virgo, your maiden, you have to remember the planet that you are in your sign, okay? So if you're Mercury in Virgo and you're born between August the 23rd and September the 2nd, then you may be in maiden, which is meaning you're trying to come out of the perfection. Okay, like per se, your perfection status, okay? Which is you're trying to make sure everything is done right, everything is good. Hey, let's talk. So you're making sure everything is good. Okay, so this is you actually try to just narrow it down, because this is where you in your life taking on more inner responsibility, outer responsibility, everybody else's responsibility. You adding it with yours. This is where the stage in your life you kind of cling to people. You start doing overdoing certain stuff, like overthinking about things, over emotionalizing certain things. You overdoing things that you just you just trying to fix that most inner. This is where you really get your inner damage at, okay? This is where your heart mostly get broken. You become very naive. You're very naive at this stage, okay? This is when you mostly like in the a page type life, okay? Page of cups, which this is where you would be at. All right, this is where you're also meeting yourself, your man in the mirror type shit, okay? Hey, Cougar Red. Okay, and at that point, also, this is in the maiden though. This is where you overtake responsibilities and you are going through trying to figure out who, what, when, why, and how. You're discovering when people are using you. You're discovering your friends and not your friends. You're discovering your family's not really how they helping you. It's not, you discover a lot. This is your discovery day. This is where you hermit mode a lot. Now, when you're going over into the dark maiden, that's a whole different person. That person has already been hurt and abused and manipulated, and yeah, that person right there is all got that Capricorn energy flowing into it. This is where you're actually coming out of being hurt so very much to where you gotta stand still with certain stuff. Like you're getting to know your higher self per se. Okay. You also are going into like this part of where you at this point you're more loose with your freedom. This is like when you're going into your late 20s, your early 30s, like anywhere between 27 and 37. So this is where in your life you're doing a lot. But at this point right here, it's a I don't give a fuck, I don't care, leave me alone. You see what I'm saying? Let me be me, because you're going into that person. You may want to have sex, you know. Hey, okay, thank you, Gerardo. Okay, so you may be wanting to have sex without a relationship status. You know, maybe you just want to have a little cut, but you ain't trying to be doing all of that. That's the age bracket that you're at, okay? You may be meeting people that are in those zones, or you may be dealing with where you just need your you time, and you see whoever you want to see, how and whenever you want to see them. If you don't choose to do that, but then you going from your 30, 35, 36, more like 37 to 47. This is where you're changing over a little bit more. You're going through, for women, you're going through a little bit of menopause. For men, you're going through midlife crisis. So, oh, okay. Well, thank you. Let's talk. All right. So, also, this is where you're actually going through the dark night of the soul. So this is where all the pain, the hurt, this is where you're very wounded, where you're actually learning to heal yourself. This is where your body is going through the transformation. You're actually deciding who you're going to keep, who you're going to give away, meaning not give away, but who you don't want to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Who you shit you want to. This is where your life is, when you want to tit for tat with a motherfucker. Let me put it that way. You know what I'm saying? They did you this way. Let me go at them and let me. And this is where you decide, as you get over into the Queen's department. Because remember, sub rules is in Mercury, which is and which is us, but also Saturn, which is Capricorn. So when you're dealing with Capricorn, Capricorn is more structured by discipline. Now, we are structured by discipline. This is where you're changing your format from being, and the final stage is Queen. So this is where you're actually doing your final stage. You're becoming more self-sufficient. You're coming more higher in yourself. You're coming more disciplined, more independent. You're striving more. You're fixing your goals. This is where you're looking at where you want to go with your life. If you have not had children, this is where you say, hey, listen, I'm ready to have kids. I want to settle down. I want to be with Timmy or Tan, whichever one, however you put it, you know what I mean? This is where you also going through your sexuality peak. You may decide you don't want to be tied down to one man. You may want to just be in a relationship that requires your, let me see how to adjustments as needed type shit, okay? Which you may want to have sex when you want to have sex. You may not want to lay somebody laying in the bed with you all the time. You may want your bed. You know what I'm saying? This is where you decide for a long period of time that you will be celibate, or you will just be backing off, or this person means more and more. You know what I'm saying? This is where you go through your love life status at. When you get to the Queen part of everything, though, all of that kind of puts you right here, where you're going through awakenings, where you're going through subconscious sex with your spouse, with your ex. You see what I'm saying? When I say that, meaning that the telepathic stuff starts, the spell work gets stronger, because as you get older, or as you get more vibrant, or as you grow into you more, that's when motherfuckers gonna attack you more. So, hey, Queen. Yeah, you're going to get attacked more and more and more, because you're growing more and more and more. Let me show you. Hold on. Because this is where you learn that. Did I put them cards up there? Oh, man. Oh, there you go. Okay. So this is where you learn more and more and more. So when you're going into this, this is where you have to stop. Okay. So stage dark or the maidens, which is more like your dark night or the souls. Um, this is where you learn, or you're going through real freedom to release your soul from this other person. Like, we are signing out from the others. Stop caring so much of what people do, or what they say. Is more about me at this time, because you have been giving. How much money you gonna give? So this is where you evolve into a whole nother person when you go into that queen status. But you got to remember, again, you are wounded. So as you are going through your wounded stage, this is where you grow up. Like, like when your mom, or I don't know if y'all did it when y'all was kids. Who would have? Oh, okay. Hey, Earth. So this is where, when, like example, when you were a kid, you might have looked at your siblings like, damn, why they look like my mom or my dad and I don't. I look like an auntie, or I look like somebody, or I don't look like nobody. This is because you are transitioning in a different format. So this is where this depends on how you deal with how you grew and growing up. Meaning, yeah, how you did and grew and grown up. That's how I had to put that. Because you could have went through a very severe, traumatizing ass childhood that could have brought you to being a multi talented ass person. You see what I'm saying? Like, you didn't allow the world to just crush you. So technically, the three maidens and the deacons together are really saying, you're going through you're going through how to put it, just like you're going through an awakening and an ascension at the same time. It's like you're being co-created at the same time. Like, it's like a piece of you, the old you is just dying out. Period. You're dying out. No matter how you put that shit, you're dying out. Okay? So, like, man, instant. Yeah. So it's like a piece of you just dying out. You see what I'm saying? And it's a piece of you that's becoming a bigger, better person. You see what I'm saying? You might decide at this is the age where you decide to dye your hair for the first time, or you want to get it. You decide when you want to get your nose pierced or your ears pierced, or the weirdest shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are moments that you decide that things going to change for you. Yeah. So you got to remember, Virgo, there are pieces and people and pieces of your life. This is where you start to reflect who is in your life that means something to you, and who in your life are you meaning something to. Because a motherfucker can mean nothing to you, and you can mean a word to this person. That person you don't have to. That motherfucker don't mean nothing to you. You see what I'm saying? So now it is the question: how, when, what, where? Hey, Nick. Oh, well, I'm glad you came. Nay, I missed you all. I missed you all. I did. That's why I be telling y'all to hit the like button, because the algorithm, it don't pick up as fast to let y'all know. I could be done set that reading for 45 minutes or an hour, and it'll let you know later, like once I'm on. Hey, Keisha. So now, for those of y'all that didn't hear that part, I'm pretty sure you want to go back and check that out. So now this other part of you going into your grown woman status, this is where you decide when you're older you don't want to have sex with sometime you don't want to have sex with the same age people. You want something a little different, or this is where all younger men are starting to find you attractive as an older woman. Like you 40 some years old and somebody 20 something come on baby, let's do the twist type shit. Yeah, that type stuff. That Stella got your groove back age. So that's how it going, Virgo. With that part. Now the other part is you also become very cold and you become disattached. So if you are ready, I'm about to talk to you about the signs. Hey, yellow. Okay? Because this is where your moon sign and your sun sign get to fighting sometime. Okay? Why? Because you are loving and nurturing and service worker as a Virgo. So if you are an Aquarius, then you are humanity, which means that you're going to be okay with doing something for somebody, but only for a significant period of time. Like a person can't continuously keep calling you for the same shit. Oh, I need some gas. Okay, I'll come to you and get you some money for some gas. Okay, now you telling me you need a gas can. Well, damn, now you need a ride to the gas station. Okay, all right. It's certain things is kind of understandable, but for you to be a repeated person to tell me this, as if I didn't do it with you yesterday and you come back today and had the same problem. No, I'm not going to be okay with just keep helping you with this same shit as if you don't know how to be responsible. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, no. So that's what we're doing. Let me get with you on this. So this is what you all have worked on during your period of time. So we have 4. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Okay, Tower, gift. Hold on. Coffin. Cup. All right. So, all right. In this reading, there are like 3 or 4 things that you need to be based with. Okay. Your first base is when you take time out to allow someone to pour into your cup while they're pouring into their cup. All right. So you will receive an abundance of overflow because you're able to maintain your stuff. You may be able to maintain what you're doing, how you're doing what you're doing. Okay. So now a lot of y'all been dealing with people. Let me do it like this. Let me go to another part because I got to put that in there. Hold on. Let me pull out the card so y'all will be on track with me. Here we go. So now, since we are an earth sign, I am going to start with Taurus. Okay? Because you as a Virgo may not relate to certain parts of Taurus. So you will relate with Virgo better. So, hey, Leah. So with a Virgo sun and a Taurus moon. All right, so I'm looking for the Taurus. Now, this is what we're going to discuss so you can be on the same page. This is about you. You can take this with other people so that you can understand. Okay? You and this Taurus. First one. Hold on. All right, so the Taurus moon is different. Taurus is more of a sturdy strength. Okay? Okay. So what we do with the Taurus men or women, don't matter how it go. They are very open Just they're kind of like different from us, but they're a very open sign. They're nurturing, they're caring. Hold on. Let me do a little bit more. Taurus are more conventional. We're more practical. Okay. Tauruses are more open to having idea change quickly. You see what I'm saying? But they're very strong and very sturdy at how they do it. I'm sorry if I took that light off y'all like that, but I need to make sure you can see. So to combine together, Taurus and the Virgo is really good. Okay, the independence is very well. Okay, Taurus is not as they're more of a pace. Everything goes at a pace. You know what I mean? Everything got to be let me put it like this. Virgo part is already criticizing, analytic. Okay, so with the Taurus, they are controlling the situation. Okay, so let me see what planet is Taurus in. Okay, so yeah, Taurus is about love. That's a Venus sign. Taurus is within the love. There's also your second and your seventh house. So Virgos tend to solve a problem. Tauruses tend to simplify the problem. So together they work as a dynamic team. They will be able to structuralize. Hey, Bill. They will be able to structuralize you as a Virgo, and as with a Taurus moon, you will be able to control the strength part of your sign. Well, like your religious part, your spirituality. Can't nobody just come and just throw some shit at you and you just gonna go for it on that end. If it don't feel right, you ain't going with it. Taurus is also about your love, your nature, your naturality, your sexuality, your sensation. You feel me? Your romance, the way you pleasure within yourself. So if you're a person that is superficial, like Capricorns have a very superficial side. Okay, some Virgos do, Legos rather, and that comes from within. So it's like let me put it like this. We have a bored side and we have a little chaotic side. That may work better to say. The chaotic side is like when you're overflowing and you feel like you got a lot to share. You can nurture the world. You can take care of business. And then when it gets too low, you're starting to understand how this works. Love you, Bill. Okay. So Virgo got to twerk with a little bit of what Taurus can throw in there. Because Virgo will be content. Virgo will be calm. Okay. But when you get over here with Taurus, Taurus is more of the, the persistent. Okay. A more powerful structure. And they're materialistic too. You see what I'm saying? So like more like superficial strength. Okay, so they're like more possessive. You can't go and then I told your ass to go type of shit. Did you say I tend to run them up? Yeah. So at this point, where you learn about yourself is your structure, your dependability, your sociality, the way that you structure steadfast. So it's a bunch of things that you need to be paying attention to within your own self. Okay. So when the lines, when the what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. Damn. The alignment. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's gonna align, okay? Like I was just trying to show you up there. It's gonna align straight. So when Taurus is in Taurus would be in Saturn, okay? So or Venus, okay? But it's ruled by Venus, but it can't be in Saturn. But what it is that it's still full of love, nurturing power. So when Virgo connect together, which Virgo is faithful, practical, they're not as practical. We're more analytic. So we can put it together and kind of build what we're trying to build within our own shit. You see what I'm saying? Where you're not pulling on someone, or Taurus can be a tad bit passive. That they're more of a passive, but forward sign. We're more of a they're more of an aggressive passive sign. You see what I'm saying? We're more of a passive aggressive sign because they speak right then and they push away. So they're loving and caring, but they'll never get it twisted. So when you catch yourself doing like little small things that you know that's not normal, yeah, that's you. Okay. So, oh hey, Brooke. So now, if you don't understand how come you've gone through a stubborn period, so you will be stubborn at things that totally might make sense, but unfortunately, you might push that away because it's just uncomfortable. It may not be something you okay with doing. You see what I'm saying? So what Taurus moon does, yeah, you're wired. Let me put it that way. You're wired by your emotions with your moon. So if you're a stubborn person, if you're Taurus, Taurus is more stubborn, more aggravated. Taurus don't want to hear that shit. Bad as it is. But it's rationality. You got to be able to do. So that while they rationalize with us on that basis with your Virgo, that's gonna be good because Virgo is a that will make you be a rational problem solver. That will make you be somebody who can put the clarity into what you're thinking without you overthinking it. Okay, so if you don't know, Taurus is like the baby sign of Virgos. I mean of the Earth signs. So they're supportive, they're grounded, they're helpful. That when their needs are not being met, that's why they said we're negative because they don't let go of the negative emotion. They hold it. So between the both of us, we are strong. So you have a very very emotion because Taurus is a consistent sign. So whatever it is that you come with, that's it. So that combines with that Virgo, and a motherfucker gonna get their feelings hurt. Let's put it that way. So if they don't know what they're doing, you're forever changing. You're ever going through a what is it called? What is it? Yeah, they was very determined. They don't want to hear. They don't. They're very changeable. They deal with sudden changes a lot within them because they keep transforming and sometimes they don't know what to do with their transformation. They will lead you to a bad investment as well as bringing you out of a critical moment. Okay, so if you work together, that means that you will be able to fix a problem that you have gotten yourself into, and you will be able to talk to yourself and come out of that situation a little bit better than you got yourself into it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one. No. All right, Aries. Okay, so if you are dealing with an Aries, Aries would be the younger sign as Taurus. Okay, so if you have Aries and Taurus in your chart, sometimes during the Aries will cause you to leap. Taurus is a very stay still. They standard. They're grounded. They are not like us. Whereas we will go. So if you got Taurus in your chart, you will stay in a committed relationship if it's doing too much because you as the Virgo want to try and fix it, and you as the Taurus gonna want to try and work together. You see what I'm saying? It's like Taurus and Virgo don't always have a contradicted situation. They don't always have conflict, would better to say. So Taurus works very well with Virgo because Virgo feels that if you understand what I'm saying, then you understand what I'm going through. You see what I'm saying? Taurus would be more of I'm grounded. You can't move me. I want to stay right here. Taurus would be one of those people who move somewhere and stay there like 5, 10, 15 years. Okay, Virgo would probably be somewhere, a year, maybe a year and a half, because Virgos get more bored than Taurus do. Okay, so and the spirituality comes through Taurus. So if we feel the need to leap, we're gonna go. Then on the other side, you're gonna have a little what is it? The angels on the shirt, okay? And you'll be saying, no, I don't think that's what I want to do. Taurus gonna tell you it's time for you to go. So Aries, on the other hand, I don't know if you deal with, if you're Virgo with Aries, you're very adamant. You're more forward. You can be very emotional. You can be very cutthroat. You can be not caring. You can be very compassionate. You can be very courageous and loving and really, really direct. But you can also be a sign that has more ego, and you'll be in your ego a lot. Aries is the first house of self. So sometimes, the majority of the times I have seen Aries is a very selfish sign, depending on what it is that they have to be selfish about. They will keep their mouths closed. They the true meaning of, if you, what is it? Nah, damn, don't something. I can't remember that little saying that parents used to say. What goes on in my house stays in my house. Aries is just that child. Aries won't say shit. No, Aries will stay right there. So if you have Aries in your chart as a moon sign, you can be very loving and very passionate and very concerned and caring to a certain extent. Then you're gonna get bored and tired depending on what your moon sign, I mean your sun sign is. So since it's Virgo in this case, Virgos, as you know yourself, there's a part of you that you're a faithful sign. Very anxious. We go through panic attacks. We get very critical situations. We see things a little bit further than what they are. You know, we can be very shy. Sometimes we can talk a lot. Sometimes we can talk too much. Sometimes we can not talk enough. So, you know, that's when you're going through the mating of being maiden number 2, the deacon number 2, and the maiden number 2. So you're dealing with a very stubborn, analytical person. So when you see certain parts of somebody that it irritates you, just see if you got that in your chart. Because Aries will leave, Aries will lie, Aries. I ain't got no hate against Aries. They good peeps. But you got to know how to deal with them. So if you're dealing with this person on the outside in the sun, just know that you're the opposite of that person in the moon. Because the moon sign is the moon sign is, hey Nicole. Yeah, the moon sign is more open to secrets and shit. So Aries is usually connected to Pisces. So sometimes, you know, they get delayed messages because they be moving and doing shit too much. But the emotions are like a person that is uninterested. That's how I'm gonna put that. So that is where you're going to continue to be transforming. Okay. So that means that you put let me see, I think it's Leo, Aries, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. They are the most frivolous money, bad investments in money. They make the more poorest choices with money. Okay. But somebody you got to nurture. Oh. Yeah, somebody you got to nurture. Something's coming to an end, y'all. I'm sorry, but I see it. Somebody gonna have to go down to a tower and handle some business. You're gonna make a sound decision that's gonna put you where you want to go or where you want to be. How much you trying to earn. Mm. You finna get a blessing. Yeah. You finna get a blessing. And this cup is gonna overflow. Somebody took a lot of shit from you last year, and you took a lot of shit. Ooh, somebody emptied somebody's account. Somebody emptied somebody's account. Mm-mm. You're gonna get a gift. That's what I'm telling you. I see it. My spirit is talking to me. Yeah. You're gonna be dealing with an Aries, or this Aries may be dealing with a tower moment. No, this Aries made a bad investment into something. I'm telling you, somebody you gave so much to, you finna get it. Yeah, it's gonna be sudden. You ain't even gonna be knowing it's coming. It's gonna be a sudden windfall. I don't know what I'm telling you. Some right there. Yeah, and it's like you're gonna be no emotion. You ain't gonna have no emotion. Whenever this whatever this is, this some money. Somebody's pouring into your cup, or you the so. Ooh, damn! I keep saying that. Somebody leaving you some money. I don't know who this person is. That's not for all of y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Somebody finna get a job in a big, nice tower building. Building A. Mm. There's a tower moment gonna fall, and you're gonna get a big, huge gift. Somebody finna be a fucking millionaire. If not a millionaire, somewhere close to it. It's a lot going into this goddamn cup. Some coming from this cup. Baby, that shit finna overflow. You understand? You finna get some shit. Yeah. You finna get some, y'all. All right, so this person, if you're a Leo with the Cancer, okay, you see it? This is a person who is this person on his shit. They're always going to be right. They can't be wrong. They don't never think nothing's wrong with what they're doing. Nothing wrong with what they're saying. They can't stay very immature. Mm. Hold on, y'all. I got something else. I'm going to read it to you. Ooh. All right. So, where the hell? Where it go? Oh, okay. So, this card is gift. And when this card is gift is with cup, it means, it says all efforts are paying off. Okay. Your abundance is yours. Live, love, and experience. Open your arms, your heart, and your mind to receive the blessings that are being offered to you now. Yeah, you're finna get some money. You're finna get an overflow. When I say an overflow, yeah. And your wish fulfillment is finna come. Oh, man. Something is finna go out. Something, somebody, they finna go out. Damn, Virgo. Y'all finna be up, up, and away. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. So now, Virgo, you might be overly cautious. Tauruses are very overcautious. If you have Taurus as your moon sign, you can be overcautious. You can be, and Virgo, you tend to be a little bit, mm, you need to be motivated in a different format. So Tauruses have schedules that you got to go by. Virgo, you do too. So if you pay attention to it, then you'll get what you want faster. That's what this is saying. So you're getting the fire up under your ass. Yeah. So y'all got a lot of leaves, some fire in y'all chart. Somebody got a whole bunch of fire. Yeah. Now Leos can be very yeah, you could be a very not good Virgo. When somebody mess with you, yeah, they won't want to do that. So because you have the Cancer within there somewhere, Cancers are very open, they're loving, they're caring, but that motherfucking wrath of a Cancer is horrible. So if you're a Virgo with Cancer moon or Aries moon, it's not gonna be good. Virgos tend to be in their Aries tend to be in their emotions a lot more. Yeah. And they tend to have that mouth, the little snappy mouth. So if you Aries somewhere in that moon, they can be a little lazy, but they also can be jumping around like like they got that damn ADHD. But you know, it's all good, baby. It's all good. So just be knowing if you have a cusp sign, you are dealing with things that the Leo want to do, and you're also dealing with what this Virgo wants to do. So the Virgo will not be able to override the nastiness that comes immediately with a Leo. The nastiness is just like, I don't give a fuck attitude, but at the same time, they will stop being that way and be real sweet and kind and act like ain't shit happen. Like they don't know what the fuck going on. So they are a very strong and invasive sign. So when you're mixed with Virgo, they tend to be a very nasty person. People have told and said, but you know what? It is chop, 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 chop. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But yep, at the same time, you come back and you'll listen and hear it out. If it don't sound like it make no motherfucking sense, it's over with. So Aries. So okay, so the other part, the Aries is also a very clear and direct sign. So the moon is always telling you direct. Even though Virgo is a direct sign, the moon is always telling you direct. The speciality, what I don't want to do, what I will do, I can do this. Virgo, I'm sorry, Aries is of act. You see what I'm saying? Taking action, having the energy, that conflict. They need a little bit of conflict to make the exciting part, to have Virgo have something to do. Okay. They can be very, very passionate. Okay. But they can already also be very aggressive. Okay. And they also have a very mid-high sex drive. Okay. So yeah, that's the way to say it. Nice, nasty. So if you are a Virgo with Aries sun moon, then Virgos is a smiling nasty. Aries is a nice nasty. You see what I'm saying? They like to play and they like to go at you. So you got that fire to do what you do. Yeah, you are driven, but very high sex count, sex drive. Okay. So on the other end, we have Pisces. So y'all already understand Pisces is our sister sign. Leo is Aquarius is if I ain't mistaken. But I'm gonna go back into it and make sure. Um Pisces is the middle sign, which is like the level of the Scorpio and the level of the Cancer. Cancer has a wrath that's very dangerously abrupt, okay? And they don't like somewhat to take accountability sometimes for the things that they feel like they have done that is right and it's really wrong. Okay. Now, when it comes to dealing with your sun sign and your moon sign in that area, you may be in conflict because a part of you may be wanting to snap at somebody and kind of like put hands, but then another part of you is like trying to level it out and trying to keep the composure. But when Cancer is in moon, yeah, Cancer can be very passive and can be very rude, abrupt, and nasty. So at that point, a piece of what they do dies. Okay. So when you go through the process with a Cancer, they'll love you to death. Literally, they will love you to death. Cancers can be very overwhelming. They can be very emotional. They can always be talking. They can be looking at things in a different format. They will actually, yeah, they can be very sneaky, baby. They're the one. That's why I got that at y'all. When I said, "Can I sneak out? Can I sneak out? Slick the slicker." Yeah. So that's how they rock. Pisces, just be mindful. Because the Pisces with you, that means that your third eye is enormously open. Okay. Very intelligent sign. Very full of it. And at the same time, you got to know you will be over emotional. Any water sign that you have as a moon sign, you can be very over emotional. You can think about it too much. If your water sign combines with a air sign, then you may, depending on that air sign, that person can be a very violent person. Yeah. Okay. Aries are very violent too. In the moon. Yeah. They can knock your goddamn head off and you gotta leave them alone. So if you have Virgo in Leo and a Virgo with Aries, you want to not play with that particular person because that particular person may not be able to handle their energy. Now, certain people that are Leos with Legos, the males, they can be womanizers. They can be very narcissistic and they also can be very abusive. Okay. Nothing against my other Virgos, but I don't condone of people hitting that, men hitting women. I don't condone of that. I don't condone of women hitting men, but it is what it is. To be what it be. Um, Trigger warning: I'm not approving no one who's abused. If you need to get away, then baby go. If you don't know how and you need a little help, call me and I'll tell you back. So we're here to kind of like stand by each other. Now, I do want to tell you this. All fire signs are not the same, okay? Just because you got Leo, and I'm not saying that you are a bad person. I'm not saying that you are dangerously blah, blah, nothing. I'm saying in general, I know that for a fact that, too much fire with earth tends to make the ground shake. You feel me? So you just got to know it's a very smart sign. Tends to want Leos like when people do things for them and they do very little. They want to do making the money, and that's somewhat like Virgos too. We don't give a damn about how other people do what they do, but there's a catch-22 with fire signs. Fire signs like to be noticed. They like attention, whereas and they can get very clingy. Whereas us, we are disattached. We're so I look at my daughter, she has fire too, and I look at my son. They have fire in their chart. Some minute they want to be all up under you, and this minute they don't want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? So they're kind of like the Aquarius sign. So if you have any air in your chart, same thing gonna go. Fire can give you a lot of love in the moon. Okay? That's what you can do to somebody. You can whip them to peel, Aquarius is the most rare sign. Aries is also a very rare sign in certain areas. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, then don't worry about it. So air will cause you to be fucked up in the head. So that means that you tend to give someone very seriously mixed up feelings, Virgo. If you have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in your chart, you can be very, very confusing to someone, but to yourself, that's not what you are. Why? Because oh shit, that sounds like a yeah. Okay. So let me tell you how it goes. I'm gonna start over. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay. What is it? Aries, Leo. Aries would be the baby sign, just like Taurus is the baby sign for us. Okay. They always tend to get themselves in some type of financial dispute. Always. Okay. I don't give a damn what it is, because they either have a sign that's greedy. If they don't have a sign that's greedy, fire signs are usually a greedy sign. They have more greed than they do, and sometimes they're a little bit more needier in that department. Nothing bad, saying nothing bad about them. I have Sagittarius in my chart, so no, I'm not saying nothing bad about none of that. We all know we fuck up. We all know we can be sneaky. We all know we can do what we do. So we're not gonna act like that. Okay? And I'm not pinpointing toward one person. I'm pinpointing toward you. So you are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the only sign that leaps. So if you're an Aries and Virgo, you're doing good, but you're doing, you got to be mindful. This person got to be mindful, because that still makes you be like the Nine of Wands, which means you are a Knight of Pentacles with a Knight of Wands. So you're going to leap a little bit, do a little bit. Hey, Cornelius. You see what I'm saying? So at that point, you got to pay attention to how you do what you do as whatever sign. But we all tend to match together besides that moon. The moon and ascending is a complete way, or rising to y'all is a different thing. So when you're going into your sign, whatever your sign is, and you're going like mine is Libra. So if I'm ascending over into Libra, I'm finna be doing a lot of things that Libra does, which makes me be at that point a Verbra. So I'm gonna still rock my Libra, my Virgo, but I'm just gonna be able to rock it like it will be like I got an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was graduating, I went to the 6th grade, so I still have what I got originally, but now I'm going to like the 6th grade. I'm going to middle school, so I got what middle school has to offer me along with what elementary gave me. So that's what you're doing. You're upgrading. You're graduating to the next level. So that's what you do with fire. It just constantly put fire up under your ass. Go do stuff. It makes you be more stronger. You're more unique. Like the Queen of Wands, she's a very powerful, strong, beautiful young lady. You feel me? And when you have Aries, is that you are either way it go. Aries is a leader. That's your dominant. That's an what is it? The Emperor. And if you're the Empress, that's why I used to tell y'all, Virgo and Sagittarius, we're a power couple. I don't know about Aries and Virgo. I tend to see them always, like I said, they very violent. Very violent. They don't say nothing, and then when they do, they want to jump up and da 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 da. Like, damn, where'd you get that at? Where's the attitude? What happened? So, but that's me, then you know. All right, so you dealing with this Leo Cancer again. That person gonna want what they want regardless. You don't hit shit else. The cancer want it, and later on in a hot second, then the Aries is gonna want it. So you gotta worry about. The Pisces. So you got a Cancer and Leo, and a Pisces and Aries. So at that point, you got to realize that your emotions are all over the place. Okay, Scorpios can be very rugged. They can be very vengeful. They can be very Scorpio and Virgo work together. Okay, and yeah, you want to work on that because Scorpios they're very idealistic, very open-minded. They're very alert. They're driven to do what needs to be done, and they are the sign of death. So if you fuck up and you don't want, not you fuck up, but if you're dealing with a Scorpio, that person is always going through a transformation. Yeah, that person will make bad investments, always have financial challenges. And then you got Capricorn, and then you got Capricorn with Sagittarius. See, this is what I was speaking on. When you have the signs and you're on the cusp, you have over emotional signs. Whether you have it in the day, the moon, the sun, or the moon, yeah, or the sun, or in the ascendant. When you're going into that sign, you have to make sure. Well, you can't make sure of it, but you have to understand and make sure of two things. You pay attention to what you're not doing. You pay attention to what you're lacking, and pay attention to the things that have been enhanced. So if you knew, say for instance, you knew that at one point you didn't care about time, but all of a sudden you was like, oh, okay, XYZ, I got to get a job, so I have to be there at blah time. So that's what I'm saying. The Taurus in you would want this schedule. The fire in you will come from this Aries because it's going to keep you going, okay? That fire going to keep you going. The Leo is going to be the what that driven you, that pushes you out there. That Scorpio energy that you have as a moon sign is going to upload you, but you're going to see things that's more painful, more hurtful, but you're not going to understand it right then because you're going to be not looking at what you need to see. You get more. Scorpios are a very jealous sign. All water signs are very jealous. So when you're trying to fight, I don't care. When I don't care, you're going to be more painful as a Scorpio because they don't take pain well. They don't take pain well. They're very emotional and they try to communicate without communicating. All right, so you're dealing with this. Hold on. All right, so you're dealing with the Cancer, the Pisces, and the Scorpio. As your moon sign, you're over emotional. They all, the Cancer's got a little sting, and the Cancer got a wrath. Uh, yeah. Mm. So just be mindful. If your rage get hot or get high, and you're a Scorpio in the moon, take your break. Go sit down, go watch something, then come back. But knowing you, you're not gonna do that because you two got to have the last laugh. Okay, Virgo. Now we're gonna go with the air. Like I said, you gotta decide how you're gonna handle it. If you are a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius in the moon, Libra has opened you up to the oh yeah, I forgot. Mm-mm. Yeah, I forgot about that. Libra is opened up to charming. Libra's like a knight in shining armor all the time. You see what I'm saying? Libra rules the partnership, how you get into a relationship. Taurus deal with the spirituality of your relationship or the religion part. Okay, so all right, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini gonna send you through two things. Okay, so you gotta know about. I didn't do it, and no, I ain't. They're good people, very open. So if you are Gemini and you're Virgo, then you will the intellect is going to be through the roof. Mm. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I got something else. What? Oh, had to put my incense out, y'all. About to burns up all behind me. All right, so now the Libra is going to balance out whatever you come with it, whatever it is that you got going on with this Libra. But again, like I said, it's a knight. You see what I'm saying? It's sweet, it's lovable, it's compassionate. It is also the King of Swords. So for those of y'all that did not know, Aquarius and Gemini are just not one whole Queen of Swords. No, they are because it's an air sign. But the actual Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Gemini is the Lover's card. I'm telling you that damn towel. Ooh, that towel was talking to me. Listen, I don't know what you got going on with the air sign, but something's blessing coming from this. If it's you, it could be you, and you got air in your chart. But this tower is telling me you are going to get a job or something from a building business, something in a business. It's going to be a building, building A to be exact. You're going to get a job in building A. I don't know what the hell it is. It's going to be in a nice tower building, though, like the Eiffel Tower, or yeah, somebody going to Paris. Keep saying it. But back to what I was saying. Okay, so the Libra would balance it out. Libra is the king of swords, and that is because he is justice. Libra is really like justice served when you go to the doctor. Aquarius is more sociable. So if you're Aquarius in your chart, you're pretty much double analytic, because Aquarius does pick up from Virgo. Can be a very analytic sign, very sociable, very intuitive, very intensive, but whatever is going on, got to have everything in an organized state of stability. Don't want certain things out of character. Do not like people in this space. We'll go cold and soft when I get out of the cold. Something right there, but I'm telling you, they got them towel. Woo! Somebody finna hit some money. That towel is glowing and it's beautiful. This card is, you see it right there? It is glowing. It's like it's hitting that light. Mm-mm. Something that you finna take something out of your life or somebody. Yes. And you're gonna get a gift soon as you do it. You're gonna get that blessing. Yes. So my bad. But the Aquarius, the Libra, I mean, the Libra is very good with us. We balance out the situation, kind of give a good bad, keep us from being so rebellious. Okay. Mm, okay. So as I was finna say then, the Libra. I already told you about Libra, my bad. The Aquarius, as I was finishing telling you about that, very rebellious, very cutthroat, very cold. This test stay that way. Um, can be very nasty. Yeah, but a very highly intelligent person. So can be very inventive, can come up with their own character, some of their own stuff. Yeah, you know. So it's more like earth signs, no matter which earth sign it is, they're into stability, they're fertile, they're fragile, they're practical, very analytical, very supportive, and very adamant with ambitions to the side. You see what I'm saying? You got your ambition, you know what you want to do, boom, go. But certain signs won't let you go. Certain signs will procrastinate a little bit more than others. So now I gave you. I'm doing that shit by the whole one. All right. So you have Earth on Earth. So do you? I had somebody ask me that earlier before I came on. Okay, yeah. I got so much stuff up here. I'm trying to put stuff up. But I need to show you this before I do this next one. But as I was saying about the earth, I already told you Taurus. Okay, Capricorn, you already know, very dependable in a sign, but it can be very, very stubborn with with Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, and Virgo Taurus. So we are on Virgo, which know you somewhat. Your Virgo will kick in more analytical. You'll be more observant, way more observant than you are in the sun, because emotionally you decide whether or not you want to give anyone else your feelings, your thoughts, you while you're going through the process. You would be able to get what you stood up for or what you don't have, which would be how the universe would give you back what you deserve. So Virgo on Capricorn. That's one. I think that's it. Capricorn, yeah. And the only two things that it is Capricorn, we do get some of their we get certain positive traits and some negative, like the attitude problem. Um, Virgo give us attitude, but in a nice way. The Virgo energy that sweeps over from the other side, depending on what you're ascending in. Virgo can be very, very sweet. You can be very sweet, but at the same time, you can be very cut off in my own energy. I need to think for a while, type stuff. Virgos will keep going, keep going, and keep going, and keep going. So that's a good thing. All right. Virgo and Virgo grounding would be possible as Capricorn on Virgo. Virgo on Capricorn. Mm, let me see. Let's see. Get that. Mm. I think I've got. I think I named everybody. Did I name everybody, y'all? Did I name everybody? I think I did. I think I named everybody. I did the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I did the. Oh, I didn't say. Okay, so if you have Sagittarius in your chart, you will be patient. You will be just like the the Knight of Wands, which is a knight. Okay, very loving, nurturing, and does care. Will listen to you until you get. Mm. Okay, Virgo. I think those are all the people that I named. I don't know if you're dealing with one or dealing with some. But it said high. What you saying? Build up in the highs. All right, Spirit, tell me a little bit more. You find yourself getting aggravated, a little too much going on, Virgo? Okay. So this is what I've given you all three of them. So. Okay. So just be mindful of your attitude. Be mindful of the way you treat people. Be mindful of the things you say and how you say what you say. Be understanding to the critical points of someone else. Okay, so when you're doing all of that, guess what? They got to feel that same way about you. So sometimes you don't get that because people are, people are people. But you have very, very, very rare signs inside. Oh, I need something to drink. You have some very, very, very differences in your chart, very unique things in your chart that you can and cannot deal with. Oh, so don't run it too far and don't pull it too close. That's what I'm gonna tell you on that. You reach out, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be okay. But you got to remember, all four of these is what you're going with. Your beauty, your love, your compassion for yourself and someone else coming into your life is this cup. Okay? Because you are the Queen of Cups as that water sign, regardless of which one else is in your chart, you are the Queen of Cups. You are to receive abundance, overflow, love, prosperity, full or an empty account. So you need to have it where you're pouring into your cup. This is what I was speaking on. Don't let someone else be pouring in your cup and then they stop and then your cup go empty. No, ma'am. Hey, Catherine. No, ma'am. So it's 12:12 on the clock. Thank you, baby. So now on this other end, no matter if you're dealing with a Scorpio, Scorpios put end into shit. Yo, chop it up. So this cup, you're gonna pour their ass out. This cup, you're gonna pour their ass out because you're gonna end things. You're gonna keep it going. You're gonna leave it alone. Okay. So if you got Pisces, this is your cup. And with them little bitty fish moving really, really fast, you like the rabbit. You're gonna move fast and fertile. You're gonna be smooth. You're gonna be standing. You're gonna be stunting. And you're gonna pay attention to what motherfuckers is not telling you. Okay, so that's where you at. You at the not nobody telling you what's going on status. So this tower is a pinnacle. That's why I kept looking at me. This tower and it starts with a P for Paris. This tower is a pinnacle. Okay, you're going to go forward. What's that? Oh yeah, no, I was talking about in the cards, so you all would know what is what, because these are all four of the cards. So you have water, air, earth, and fire. Because fire is what you can control. Fire is what you can control of yourself. If you get too hot, you get too heated, your emotions tend to soar. Okay? But you're forever giving, giving, giving. There are a lot of water signs and earth signs that don't like to give you shit. There's a lot of earth signs that won't give you shit. But air signs are a little bit more generous in certain areas than we are sometimes. Because we give on anything. But a lover tends to give and not give. See what I'm saying? That's why you said give and receive. You see it at the bottom right here? This is why it says give and receive. Because air will sometimes give you more and receive less. You will give you more and receive less. So somebody, life is about to change. Okay? You're finna be getting a lump sum of money. Somebody gonna take a trip. I'm telling you, somebody finna get a job. in building A. I don't know what building A is. It's a business. It's a sound decision that you're finna make. A very sound decision. You're gonna walk forward. I'm telling you. And I see it because well, I'm gonna show you again. Hold on. Let me let you see what I'm talking about. You see that? Okay. Saturn going into Mercury. Mercury going into Venus. And Venus going into, Venus going back into Saturn. So that's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And Virgo. So you will receive, you see that purple? That's your clarity. That's your crown chakra. That's your crown chakra. Things are opening, so you must receive it. In order to give it, you getting it right now. Okay? The red is more for your Venus, your love, your nurturing, your caring. Okay? That is your Taurus and your Libra. Okay, so you have, wait a minute, hold on, wait for the other one. That is a form of, you see the green? That is a form of you opening up to Uranus. You're dealing with your freedom, your progress, your rebelliousness. You see what I'm saying? Then now you're dealing with Neptune. Now you're dealing with Jupiter. And Jupiter is for you to have your religious basis, which you deal with that Sagittarius and Taurus, your optimism, the good luck, your expansion, your abundance. So you have all the colors that are combined. Yeah, so new things are coming in with that teal and the green. And I don't know if you can see it or not, where this is the planets forming together. There you go. So you have 2 and 1, which is your Saturn and that Mercury. So you have 2 more, okay? That's your Venus and your Mercury. And last but least, that's Pluto with Mercury. So you have enough understanding in that department sometimes you gotta claim it to make it yours, Bill. Yeah, you gotta watch how you claim it, baby. If you don't claim it, it can't come, right? You gotta, it's being offered to you. So you have to accept, right? That's what that means. Okay. I know, but you're bringing it back. You're calling for it to come back. And when it comes back, the thing about it is when it comes back, it's going to be double or triple times what you got. It's just like with Job. When the devil stripped Job of everything, he still had his faith in God. And what they doing to y'all is stripping y'all of everything. They taking every fucking thing down to where you completely got nothing. You see what I'm saying? So now, there you go. Hey, Barbara. So you got to be able to hold in and hold up. That's why I got this, because when I heard it said, I was like, oh my God, I love the solar system. And the solar system rocks off of like 2 and 3 of our planets. So from shit Saturn's Capricorn stay in Saturn. That's like a Saturn sign. Like that's where it's at. Virgos, we're we're in Mercury. You see what I'm saying? That's where we at with the lovers. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a sleeping hermit, a sleeping lover. So a lover that's always in hermit mode. And that's what we are. A loving hermit. You see what I'm saying? So we control the third house and we control the sixth house. So, which is our reason, our intellect, our movement, our expression, the way we travel, the way we communicate, how we go out shit. When you want something, you want it, you know how to go earn it. That's what that is. So I'm a second deacon. And if you heard what I said earlier, you would know what deacon you are. Correct. It don't. So that's why I said when y'all get this little boost that y'all finna get from all these planets, this gonna be wild and strongly off the chain. See, we got a new color. You see it? You see that? It's a new color now. It's turning pink. Let me see. You see it? You see it, y'all? You see the colors? See, I'm gonna leave this on tonight because as the moon, it turns when the actual solar system turns. So when it turns, y'all should be feeling the shift because last night it was turning, and Cornelius and Leah and what's her name, ears was ringing. So that means it's starting to work because it slowly turns. I just want to let you all know, and that's what's gonna be. Hey, Anthony. So it's gonna continue to change all through the night. And those colors, I'm gonna put these 4 coins under there. These 4 pictures. And if you have, I'm gonna have to look at what your other planets do with the fact that you have the same planet in something, the same sign in something else. So that would be kind of a little bit more easier because each sign does something rambunctious, but Virgos has one of the freest spirits as a sign. And most people don't know that, just like most people don't know that Aquarius is the rarest sign. That's the rarest sign of all the zodiac signs. And that's because it's only here half of a short time of a month. So, we dib and dab in each and every sign, but when you have that particular sign that's that rare and that analytical and very much beyond the practical part of being transitional. So we do a lot with each sign, and I just kind of want to let you know how that sign embraces you as a person. You know what I mean? Because that's what's in your chart. And that's how it's going to go. So I will see y'all early in the morning, Virgos. Very early, because I have to go clock in and work. So I will talk to you all when I get home. I have 2 readings I'm going to put there. So I will talk to you tomorrow evening. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to y'all soon. And I'm going to keep y'all going because that's been bringing you abundance. As these planets are turning and as it keep going around, when your presence hit this screen, you immediately is connected to them solar planets. So when they do hit on the 25th, your cup shall runneth over. people and places and things you no longer deal with, it will not be something to deal with any further. So I love you too, Bill. So just know, baby, I'm gonna let us go on around because we finna come into a bundle that y'all ain't gonna know how to act. So I know, right? Dress it up. You're gonna need to. It said it earlier that you were gonna dress up. It said that. So somebody might get a little extra on their tax form. Don't even know you're gonna get it. Let that sit right there. Just know I love y'all and thank you for watching this video. I really hope that it gave you some type of clarity. My bad for the pausing because that card just, I don't know, it was giving me all type of energy and I just couldn't release it. It wouldn't let me. It was like I had to hold it. It's not the right time for me to let it give it to you. So I was like, okay, I gotta hold it. And I was trying to hold it, y'all. I was being good Samaritan. So, but I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Good night, my friends and fams.